What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with a new review for Growing Up Hip Hop, Season 7, Episode 2, and the episode is titled Sneak Dish, you guys. So, before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this episode, this review, or any other video on the channel, and you guys aren't subscribed yet, do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning your post notifications on, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss Growing Up Hip Hop, shall we? All right, you guys, so I can tell you right now that this review is not going to be that long because this episode, for me, it really didn't give a lot. We got a lot toward the end of the episode, but in the beginning of it, it really wasn't that much. But in the beginning of the episode, we see Twist. So Twist is praying to, God, that because Brianna's coming over to his crib, and he's praying that Brianna's coming over with just nothing but positive vibes and peace, right? So Brianna does show up to his place, and she has this whole bag, like one of those insulated bags. And I was just like, what in the hell did Brianna bring with her? But she took out some gummies at one point, and I was like, are those weed gummies or are those actual just regular gummies? Because Twist even there said, are these regular gummies? So she did that. She had some sandwiches for them, and they just chopped it up right. So Twist is like, he wants her to come. No, she told Twist that she wants him to come to this party that Lazy Bone is having this weekend, right? So then Twist is talking about, his girlfriend. Is he talking about that girl that we met last season that he had at that party, his party that he had when it was, but yeah, I think that's the girl he was talking about, Maya. So him and her broke up with each other. Well, I guess she broke up with him because he cheated on her. I'm like, oh, Twist, you couldn't keep it in your pants. Come on now. And y'all know I love me some Twist. I told you guys, Twist is from here. I know Twist, I know his brother, they used to call him, well, I don't know if they call him Zay. So I know his brother. But yeah, that's really all that I got with Twist them. So next up, we got Sam. So Sam is just so fucking weird, you guys. I be trying with Sam, but I can't because I just don't rock with Sam. And the funny thing about Sam is, which I'm gonna talk about it in just a minute. So Tyran came over, right? So Tyran and Sam are out by the pool. Sam was out in the pool. I don't know if he was water boxing or what, but I was just like, sir, what the are you doing? So Sam is talking to Tyran about the conversation that he had with Tretch in last week's episode, right? And that's what I was about to say. That's what I was talking about a minute ago, and I said we'll come back to it. It's so interesting to me that for years, Tretch and Peppa have gone up for Sam, whereas everybody who watches the show, the viewing public and the reviewers, all of us could see that Sam is nothing but a mooch, a leech, a parasite. Like the list can go on of things that Sam is, in our personal opinion, right? So Sam felt like Stretch was putting him down and basically down to him as if he's a loser. I was like, well, Sam, if the shoe fits, wear it, right? And then Sam is like, but when it comes to with Pops, I ain't never asked Pops for nothing. I ain't never had to go to Pops. That might be fine and dandy, right? That you never had to go to Tretch. But for me personally, I'm a person that I'm a very prideful person. So I don't typically like to ask people for help. And my friends will tell you that all the time. Like, there's one thing about me, I will never admit when I need help. And it's not the fact that I don't know how to ask for help, because I do know how to ask for help, but it's just the fact that I just don't like to feel like I need somebody. I like to be able to do things when I need to do them for myself, right? So my thing with Sam is, and it's fine because you guys know that I've definitely fallen on hard times, but my issue with Sam is it's like you want to do so much, you want to be so much, but the thing that bothered me is the fact that you in Egypt were living with, and it's not a problem that they were living with Peppa, right? But for him to be wanting to do music, boxing, You doing shit that ain't bringing no money in, and then you sitting here living with your mother-in-law. I can't get with that, right? Do stuff that brings money in, so that way you don't, so that way it's fine to say, hey, I've lost my job, and can I come stay with you just until I get back on my feet. Been there, done that, been there and done that twice in my lifetime, right? And I'm not ashamed to say that. And once I get on my feet, I move on. But with Sam, it was just for me personally. You guys may agree or disagree, but for me, when it comes to Sam, it's always as if Sam was trying to live vicariously through Egypt because of Egypt's parents, and feel like that can open doors for him to get to wherever he wants to go. And I just didn't respect that part, right? So Sam thinks he's doing such a good job. He got this house. I'm like, congratulations on the house, but I don't know that you're doing a good job because you had this looming court case. Egypt is pregnant, so you don't know if you're going to be there for when the baby's born or while the baby's growing up. So you're not doing a good job. Like, you're not. So then Tyran tells Sam, like, I'll talk to Pop and, just have a conversation with him. I think, you know, for me, what I would say about Sam is it's fine that Sam wants to box. It's fine that Sam wants to do music, but why not do that stuff? Because it feels like I said earlier, it just feels like Sam relies heavily on Peppa and Tretch because of their names, because of their influence, right? It's if you go out and you grind and you don't try to do it through Egypt or anybody, and you just say, this is me doing it on my own. I don't need the name of Salt and Pepper or Tretch from Naughty by Nature. I don't need that. Let me get it myself. I think a lot of people would have a little bit more respect for you, Sam, but that's it. Let's pause here and move forward, you guys. So you guys, Sequoia, we see her, so she's in the studio. Now, growing up hip hop, I gotta be real with you. Growing up hip hop, when these artists, these kids be in the studio, it's very much, very, very, very much so giving love in hip hop when those people would be in the studio. Oh, I'm in the studio, we be like, now, I will say one thing with the growing up hip hop cast, there is some talent with these people, but I've just never saw any music produced from, I've just never saw the music, right? I've never saw the music. I'm not trying to be shady, just haven't saw the music. So Sequoia's in the studio, Devin comes down. Now Sequoia does say that she is working on an album, right? So congratulations to her. I hope her album is, when she got in the booth, she didn't sound bad. So I was like, okay. And it's so interesting because when we first met Sequoia, I don't think anybody watched the show, reviewers, liked Sequoia, right? But we felt bad for Sequoia after the situation that happened with Savannah and Cree last season, or was it the season before? It might have been last season, I can't remember, because I know I dropped off last season. So yes, she's doing music. So then she talks about her mom and her dad and how, they have been separated, right? But now they're going through a divorce, and she's hearing through the grapevine that her mom is dating Lazy Bone, and you guys know Lazy Bone is her mentor. Now, here's the thing. I do want to say, I'm going to say it now, and then I'm going to come back to it in just a little bit because it's going to come up again, right? Now, the situation between her mom and her dad, that has nothing to do with you. And if your mom decides that she wants to date someone, that's your mother's decision. And even if she does date Lazy Bone, someone that is in the industry that knows your dad, like, it is what it is. She's a fully grown woman. She doesn't have to come to you for any kind of acceptance or approval. Tiny is a grown-ass woman, and Tiny can do whatever she wants to do. And like I said, I'm going to come back. I'm going to put a pause in that just for now, and we'll come back to it in just a little bit when it comes back around full circle. So we see Egypt. Egypt, now you guys remember that Peppa got Egypt that little spot on the tour. God damn it, y'all told me who she was on tour with. God damn. You don't even have to leave it in the comments. I know who she's on tour with. I know she's on tour, who they're on tour with. And Egypt, she was rehearsing. I was like, oh girl, this song and this singing. And then it's a song that Sam helped her with. I was like, no wonder it sounds like that. The vocals were not good, right? When it comes to Egypt and Sam, I don't know if they necessarily have a plan, because like Church was trying to tell her, you can't feed a baby off of your hopes and dreams and plants and whatnot. And listening to Egypt, I just don't think that Egypt has a plan. And I don't think that Sam, when it comes to Egypt, and she's a beautiful girl, but I think she's just so young and so naive when it comes to Sam, that she just listens to his every women idea, right? And I just don't like that part, because I just don't think that she has a. When it comes to Sam, I don't think that Egypt has a mind or a brain to think for herself. I think it's like Pinky and the Brain. He thinks, she acts. My personal opinion, you guys. Let's pause here and move forward. You guys, I think we're going to start to wrap up this episode. So you guys, so remember, I told you guys that Lazy is having a party, right? So we see Cree and Vanessa, they're in the car and they're heading to the party, right? So, Cree is telling Vanessa about Angela and wanting to sing. And, she's talking about the fact that Brianna is an artist and she feels like maybe, Brianna could, sit down, talk to not Vanessa, but Angela, and give her some tips, right? She said she'll speak to her when she gets to the party, but, she said she sneak dissed her on live. I was like, was that a sneak diss, or was she just verbatimly saying how she feels about you, right? There were no sneak disses, but, I'm going to let Cree have it, right? So, oh shit, I forgot to mention the scene, you guys. I forgot to mention the scene. Tiny. So Tiny went out with Tretch, and she went out with Tretch and his wife, right? So they told her that Egypt is pregnant, and Tretch is still talking about the Lumen case with Sam, right? So Tiny is dating Lazy Bone, and she has not told Sequoia. Now, we're gonna talk about it. She doesn't owe Sequoia anything. Like, you're the parent, she's the child, right? If you want to date whoever you want to date, you date whoever you want to date. What I don't agree with when it comes to Tiny, however, is the fact that she has been avoiding Sequoia. That is the issue for me when it comes to Tiny. You've avoided your daughter. Why? You're doing nothing. I mean, you a grown ass adult. You ain't done nothing wrong. You and JoJo have been separated, and y'all fine. So so it's no big deal, right? So the party. Aaliyah. I just want to know, what does Aaliyah be wearing? Like, she always look like she's just homely. She never does anything spectacular with her outfits, right? So when they got to the party, Aaliyah and Lil Easy were the first ones to the party, right? They got there, and they know, she was adjusting his pants because I don't know what was wrong with his pants, lazy bones. So they saw them, and so Aaliyah is questioning. So yeah, Aaliyah was questioning about if they were dating, right? So then Sequoia shows up. She didn't really speak to her mother, and so, they do eventually talk at one point, and Tiny doesn't think that this is the place for the conversation. I'm like, but you ain't talk to your child, girl. Any place is a time for the conversation, right? So Brianna and Creed, they got into it with one another because Brianna said that Creed didn't speak to her. Creed said, I spoke to you when you got here. Now, I'm going to give Brianna 1 point, right? Because when Creed said, you're into tarot cards, I'm into the Bible. You're into this, I'm into that. So we're not the same. I was with Brianna. Girl, did you rehearse that? Because it very much gave a rehearsed semi-read, because it didn't come off like that was something that you just thought about. It seemed very rehearsed, right? So at one point, Brianna was like, not on my birthday month, bitch. Cree said, what'd you say? You heard me. Not on my birthday month, bitch. So Cree went outside where Vanessa, TT, I don't know who that other girl was, and Sequoia. They were all outside, right? So Sequoia felt the way about her mom, and they just like, you need to have a conversation with your mother. So At one point, Brianna was back inside the house. Cree went outside where the other girls were talking about Brianna. TT got up and said, oh no, I'm going in there. Y'all know what team I am. Y'all know what team. I like TT, right? I really do like TT. I like TT, and I you know, the seasons that I've been reviewing growing up hip hop, I can call TT out and I can say when I think TT's right. Tahira, that ain't got shit to do with you. Stay out of it. I know you got your issues with Cree, but Cree didn't say nothing to you, so I get it. Brianna's your friend, and you don't want to hear that, right? But y'all know what team I am. Y'all know what team I am. Sit down. You want to be seen, is what it's given to me, right? So, little twist. He went to go check on Sequoia, right? Because she was outside, and you know, I like that he went to go check on her. Aaliyah was being messy at one point in this episode. I know I'm bouncing around you guys because certain things are coming back to me because I didn't put them all in my notes. Aaliyah was messy when Sequoia got there. When she asked Sequoia, was her mom and dad still married? She said yes. I'm like, what that got to do with you? I know you saw her messing with Lazy Bone, but girl, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Now, Sequoia, she was about to leave, and she said caboodling. I was like, girl, it's not caboodling, it is canoodling. Oh, she said caboodling. I'm like, canoodling, but go off. I don't think she has any reason to be upset with her. You can be upset with your mom for not feeling comfortable enough to talk to you about it, right? That you can have an issue with. But as far as who she's dating, you have no say-so over that, my dear. But that's it, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and share the video, you guys. Until the next time, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.